We're continuing with my wagon. We want to make sure we get a little water on our brush. We're using a little brush. We're going to go with brown first, and we're just going to go real light. We don't want to cover over too much of the pencil, but we want to put brown over the trunk of the tree, and we want to just go over it lightly because we're going to let some of the pencil show through and give it more substance. And we're just going to go around in here and go with it kind of lightly. We just want to give it a brown look, because most generally trunks of trees are brown, although not always. But we want to give it a brown feeling. And we want to continually get more water because we want to give it plenty of see-through. That's the good thing about using acrylic paint. You can thin it. You can make acrylic paint look like watercolor. You can use it, make it look more like an oil painting. And it just dries real quick. It's very versatile. But acrylic paint is just a nice medium to use. We just want to build up our colors here. See how that's given it substance already? We're just making it look nice. We don't have too much brown in this container, so we're getting out what we can. You definitely want to make the best use of what you got. And we just want to get some more water, because some of this brown color can just go on in the middle here. And get a little bit more of it there. See, when you first put your color on the paper here, you want to put it at more full strength near the edge to help out your shadowing. Just let everything work for you. And don't worry about it. Everything will work out. Paintings and artwork are very forgiving. And if you do have a mistake, make it work for you, because nothing's perfect, and you are creating your little world, and nothing is out of bounds for your little world. Your little world is your creation. Now see, we just want to build up a little bit of color here. also want to put some brown in here, but we'll work at that in just a minute. I'm getting a little bit more water here because we want to continue to build this up here. There we go. Now over here, we're just going to spread this out a little bit. See where we put some darker inside there? We're just going to smooth it off a little, smooth it around a little bit. And this up here, we're just going to work it closer to the top as we go. And then come back down to this here is just meant to be mainly in shadow, so we want to work it, just making it look like that it's darker. And then we can build up from the bottom up as we're inside. And we just see as you keep building and keep building, it gives it substance. It makes it come alive. Bringing a work of art to life is one of the most incredible things, because it's yours. It's your creation. And something beautiful about artwork too is when you see it coming together and you see how nice it is. It is a joy, and it is awesome. It is just an awesome feeling when it all comes together. You just like it, and it's just awesome. Okay, we're going to go with a little bit more over in here to give it a shadowed look over there. Now that will dry, but that's just to make it some darkness there. Now, we actually have a couple places on the wheels here that are going to be brown. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put these in here. And we're going to put a little bit right over here. Now, there we go. And a little bit right over here. And I do believe that's the only browns we have. We'll put the brown up. Now, let's see. We've got a little bit, there's a very little bit of red in the picture. It's hidden over here on this wheel over here. So we're just going to put that right there. Now we're all done with that part. Now, we're going to maybe do a little bit of blue, and we're going to put the blue right here on the wagon. If you wind up with a little bit of brush strokes, it's okay as long as it doesn't look bad. That's the main thing. You just want it to look as good as possible. Now we're just going to put this over in here. We're going to get a little bit more water here. That's the great thing about acrylic. You mix it with water and you can make it as thin as you want. And the thinner you make it, the more that you can see through it. We just want to go with the blue right in there. Now, we're going to pick up a little more blue because our little wagon has blue right in here. And that blue goes down through here. And we just want to go around the corner here to right about there. And then we're going to stop with that bit of blue. The thing about something like this is you can really be creative and you can be expressive. This actual drawing, originally it came from a children's book I did. A children's book about my daughter's toys. And that children's book means a lot to me because, well, it's my first, and it's also my daughter's toys that she had when she was young. And that's a special time. And we can all remember times like that. Okay, we got blue there. And I think we might have some blue along in here as well. A little bit on the handle here. Okay. I think we got all the blue that we're going to have there. Now, I believe we might try with a little bit of yellows here. And do some yellow right up here. And just give it a playful look. This is a playful, fun drawing. And I'm quite sure that you will enjoy it very much. And it will increase your abilities and your enjoyment of art. I've been creating art for many years and have found immense enjoyment from it. A lot of times when you're creating something, you want to put in a lot more details, and it's a lot more you want it to be a lot more realistic. I do paintings of historical things and stuff like that, and you want them to be as close as possible to reality. And you can still have fun with them, but you want them to be as close to reality as possible. But we're going to get as much of the paint on this as we can here. And in the next step, we will actually put ink to finalize our multimedia. Multimedia is actually a very fun thing to do because you're not necessarily you're not trying to make a nice painting or nice drawing or whatever. You're just mixing them together. And that's the beauty of a mixed media. You can leave parts of it to be certain things. You can just make very interesting things. It's just fun. It's very, very fun. We're going to go with a little bit of yellow, a little bit more yellow. Oop, got a little bit too much. We'll just put it along there. It'll be okay. That's what they make artist easels for. Is there something for you to work with and create? Now, we're going to continue this right here. There. We're getting pretty close to being done with putting our color in here. Not got too much further to go. Now, we're going to go with some green, and we're going to kind of start at the bottom, because at the bottom it would be more shadowed. So we're just going to start at the bottom here, and we're just going to I'm just kind of being real playful with it. You don't have to be exact. It's we're just having fun here. So we're just gonna be a little bit playful here. And we're gonna get a little more water here. Now we're going to go with a little bit more green right down in here, because it wants to live there, and that's where it's going to live. I'm going to get a little more green here. There we go. Now, see how that's kind of building up a little bit of shapes there and stuff. That's a very neat thing to do. Now, I do believe we missed just a little bit of brown right up here. And we're going to color that. Now, I believe we want to do a little bit of, we want to put a little bit of highlights on this, because the wagon would have some highlights. We're just going to put a little highlight right over in here. Go with a little bit of white, because highlights definitely bring out, they bring out the, what do you call it? They bring out more detail, and they just give it a little bit of sparkle there. We're just going to want to go with a little bit of highlights over in here. Okay, we're going to go with another little highlight right in here. A little highlight right there. Maybe a little highlight right there. And I believe we got over the line just a little bit too much on the yellow right there. Okay, I believe we're done for now. Come back and we will finish